205. Last week we were at 206.4. Just a physique update. We are at 205, and last week we are at 206.4. So I don't know, not a bad. 1.4 is not bad. I gotta get my ass to work. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. What's up, guys? Crazy week for me. I hope you guys had a better week than me. So we did this morning. We weighed out. I weighed myself, and it was 205, I believe. And last week we were at 206.4. So that's a loss of 1.4 pounds. So we're doing pretty good. I think it's a little too much. I'm trying to only lose a pound or 1.25. So I'm gonna up my calories again. Like if you watched last video, you know that I'm on the way up backwards. So this week I'm gonna try to make a shorter video because I got some feedback on my last video saying it's a little bit long, and I just want to get straight to the point. I'm exhausted. Look behind me. It's like 8 o'clock. I just got home, and I was up since I think 4:30 this morning. Anyways. So I want to talk about the workout portion of this, which I don't think is as important as the nutrition portion. That being said, I'm a little biased because it's been quite some time I've been doing this. But anyways, this is actually the fun portion of it, right? Like, because lifting weights is fun. So I'm going to talk about what I used to do, what I do now, and what I can't do, and then alternatives. So the first thing I want to say is that working out, like the fitness portion of it, like going to the gym, working out, lifting weights, honestly, all the workouts that I do know I've used before work, right? You just got to show the fuck up and do it, right? That's the end of the story, is be disciplined and do it. That being said, there are some workouts better than others. For example, I've utilized Jim Wendler 531 when I wanted strength gains. I utilized Lane Norton's PHAT program, which is Power Hypertrophy Adaptive Training. I've done them. I've also done. I did not do starting strength, so I actually think starting strength is better for beginners when you want to do you want to gain strength as opposed to Jim Wendler. Jim Wendler is a little more advanced, and there's a lot of tweaking, right? But anyways, long story short, I figured that I kind of like my own version better. Like I've taken little bits and pieces of what I like. So that's the beauty about fitness, is that you get to know your body and what do you like and what can you do all the time, right? I'm not talking about muscle confusion. That's a different topic. The end of the day is just you don't, you got to be able to do the workout and you got to enjoy it. A trick I do is I push my workouts I do enjoy more at the beginning of the week because, just like everybody else, I hate Monday, Tuesday, right? Wednesday, I'm exhausted, and Thursday and Friday, I'm more looking forward to the weekend. So the less enjoyable workouts happen actually on Thursday and Fridays. Okay, what do I do? So I'm gonna tell you what I did in March and what changed. So in March, when I first started training again, I did I did a 5-day split, right? I did back on Monday, I did chest on Tuesday, Wednesday was my cardio day, Thursday I did shoulder and arms, and then Friday I did legs and abs. And then Saturday and Sunday I took off. So it's no longer that. I did try to do a 7-day schedule, meaning I went to the gym 7 days. That only lasted like 2 weeks because by Wednesday I was exhausted. So now what I do is Monday I do Monday I do back, and Tuesday I do chest. Wednesday I actually don't go to the gym. I take a break. And Thursday I do shoulder and arms, and Friday I do leg and abs, right? Saturday and Sunday is cardio days. That's another thing I want to talk about is cardio. There's a lot of people that, on the fitness world, they say, cardio, you whatever, they talk down at cardio. But honestly, I think cardio is good for you because it not only works your heart, it works your heart and it's healthy, right? That being said, like it depends on your body. You got to be able to figure out what you like to do because some people hate cardio, period, right? So I enjoy certain things. Like I don't like the bike. I used to love sprinting, but I don't do that anymore. So you got to figure out that's a homework for you. Go figure out what cardio you can do for like at least 20, 30 minutes every day, I would say. Do you need to do a split like me? No, you don't. Back in the past, I've done, even when I was really fit, I've even done 3-day workouts. And to be completely honest, when I was really fit, I only really went to the gym like 4 times a week. Okay, so what do I do? Oh, I also want to go back a little bit to talk about how. So a lot of people do chest on Monday, and now people really starting to do back on Monday too. If you don't care about the split like I do, I think that doing legs, where most people don't like doing legs on Monday, just because like you got free reign to do that. All right, so kind of let's talk about the workouts really. Again, it's not really important. Um, I cannot do a lot of barbell anymore because of my shoulder injury. I can't do push-ups, or I should let's say I'm afraid to do push-ups. I can't do pull-ups. I can't do chest dips. So there's very limited for what I can do. For you, if you're not injured, it's a different story. I do recommend doing barbell work because it's a compound workout. You're working a lot more muscles. You're getting more strong. You get stronger. But I'm cool with not doing it anymore just because I've done it so long. And I give you a quick warning. When you do barbell workouts, please don't try to show off. Please don't try to go too heavy, too strong, too fast. That's how you get injured. Like me, like I said, I thought my injuries were really because of my nutrition, as opposed to going heavy. Because when I tore my shoulder, now I'm going on a rant. But when I tore my shoulder, I actually was only benching like 225, and I was used to benching a lot more than that. So, anyways, what I do is I focus mainly on dumbbells now, and I do a lot of cables. I do a lot of machines, which is kind of common because I remember saying like, "Oh, who uses machines?" back when I was in my 20s, right? But that's what I do, and I realized that my shoulder does well with that. There are definitely days when I don't feel so well on my shoulder, so I try to lower the weight. But I'm not really trying to talk about the workouts because I don't think that's important. Like I said, do your homework, go try a bunch of stuff, Google search the stuff, the workouts I've mentioned, and there's a lot like you can research and test them out, right? Trial and error, see what you like, see what movements you like. You know, okay. So I want to really talk more about how to record it. I do want you guys to record it. That's number one, right? That's something non-negotiable, whether you use an app or you write it down. I write it down because I'm old school. I've been doing this a long time, and that they didn't really have apps when I first started. So let's say you do a bench. Let's actually, you know what? Everybody do chest. Let's do shoulder and arms, right? Your first workout, let's just say shoulder press, right? This is how I actually write it. You don't have to copy my way, right? Because I'm lazy, I write like this. Let me just show that. So shoulder press, my first exercise, 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 different sets, and the W really stands for weight. The reason why I don't put pounds, and then the R stands for reps. So, and what I do next, the reason why I do W instead, because it translates to like machines as well. Because you guys know that like 50 pounds on a dumbbell is different from 50 pounds on a machine, and then every machine is different. I'm going to talk a little bit about that too, like how to actually start if you're a beginner. So for me, you see how, like I said, shoulder press, 75 and then 12, right? What I like to do, I guess it's called progressive overload. I don't know that. My friend told me that term, but I've always used this, so I don't know what it's called. The next thing I will do is try 80, right? Because it's 5-pound increments. It depends if I get that 12, right? I'm trying to fail at a certain weight. And once I fail, like I think for my goals, if I fail at 8, I'm not going higher until I'm able to get that weight, let's say 90, to the next time 9, 10. And now I'll keep doing that until I hit a plateau. We'll talk about the plateaus later because this is really a beginner's workout. I can break plateaus. I know how to break plateaus. I'll teach you guys that later. Does that make sense? Right? You're choosing a weight that you can do. You're trying to fail at 8 to 10, 8 to 12. I like to do 10, 8 to 10. You're trying to fail, right? With good form. I'm gonna say that again. You're gonna try to fail with good form. That's your weight you're gonna use to work out. And you're gonna have to try to challenge yourself, right? That's why I say fail. The next week I'm gonna try to get 9. If I can't get 9, that's fine. I would keep it at that until I'm able to get 9, 10. Then once I'm able to get 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm gonna up the weight. Make sense? That is the simplest way I can explain it. Another thing, so that was shoulder press. I was trying to utilize the example of a dumbbell. Another example I want to utilize is like machines and cables and Every machine's a little different. Every cable is a little different. So that's why I use the W instead. And this, how do you start off, right? So let's say a brand new machine you never used before, a tricep extension machine, right, or cable. You know, you see the weights 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. How do you know what weight to use? Obviously, it's not really translating from the dumbbells and the barbells, right? What I like to do is I start off in the beginning. Obviously, I'm not going to do 0, right? I'll start at 10, I'll fill it out, and then, I'll do the workout. If 10 is way too light, I'll start like maybe 30, and then, keep good form and do the workout. So after a while, you keep it progressing, right? Let's say you could do 30 for 10. Your next set, you're doing 40 for 10. The next set, you're doing 50 for 10. Until you hit that, okay, I'm failing at 70 weights. I'm saying weight, not pounds, for 10 reps. Now you know that's the weight you use next time. And again, just like the dumbbells, you're going to try to up it eventually after you get 8, 10, 12 good form, reps with good form, if that makes any sense. Man, I'm now going to confuse myself a little bit. Hopefully that makes sense. And I think this video is getting a little bit long. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like, please let me know if that makes sense or is it confusing? Like I said, it's not really important what program you use. It's really more important how you challenge yourself. And like I said, my friend told me it's called progressive overload. I've never actually searched it up. That's something I used to always do. And then eventually, when you're hitting a plateau, you're not growing, we'll talk more about that. Again, I'm going to recap. My split really is a 4-day split, and then Wednesdays off, and then Saturday and Sunday, it's cardio days. Please try to do a little bit of cardio, 10, 20 to 30 minutes, please. I like to start my workout with cardio. Some people like to do it at the end, and it's good for your heart and accelerate your fat loss. And don't believe some of these people that talk about you don't have to do cardio. Yeah, you don't. That's 100% true. First time I got 6-pack, I didn't do cardio, but I was always exhausted when I run around playing sports. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it's good for your heart. Go ahead and do it. Obviously, with limitations. If you're injured, you can't do certain things. You got to know your own body. I'm not a professional by any means. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a fitness expert. So, that's on you. Anyways, until I see you guys next time. Bye.